Ron's opinion don't matter. Out fishing again. Hopefully y'all having a blessed day. Hopefully y'all having a wonderful day. Just sat here setting my rod. Still got one to fix up and get it in the water. So I just got here. Just chilling. Making it the best of the day. Again, hopefully I catch something on this live. One time I did. Actually, I caught 2 things on the live. But the other times I catch nothing. Water's warming up a lot more. So, I don't know, it still ain't really there, but I think it's getting close. So you might get more activity today than some of the other days. I'm literally the only one out here fishing. Hey, top to bottom, how you doing? God bless you. Welcome. Please hit the like button. Yeah, I'm the only one out here fishing right now. Well, no, there's somebody all the way over there, but they on the other side of the gate. How's it going? Top to bottom. Hopefully God is blessing y'all. Hopefully God is moving in y'all favor. Hopefully all is well. Tell my brother Jay I said, what up? Yeah, good luck. You know how they go. You done seen enough of them. We'll see what happens. I'll be wanting to catch them while I'm on the live, but you know, I'm gonna do the best I can to try to catch it while I'm on the live. But yeah, I got my rods in the water. 2 of them anyway. Let me see. Can you see? Yeah, you can see them. I got another fishing rod I'm gonna fix up. I ain't put that one in the water yet. I'm being lazy. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So how's things going with y'all? Just so you know, Dover Dogs, they yeah, it did. Hopefully I can catch another one. I would like to catch another striper. That'd be nice right now. But Dover Dogs did he started a GoFundMe page. I put it in our chat. I mean, me and Jay's and out the pit our group text that we use. But I've been letting everybody get a chance to find out more. What's up, Wolf Lover? How you doing? God bless you. Welcome in. Oh, okay. That's what's up. What's up, Jay? How you doing, brother? God bless you. Yeah, I forgot that. So you guys are doing the pop-ups every Thursday? Oh yeah. For those that are on this live, check out Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare store. They, the products, wonderful products. Y'all might want to check them out and get an idea of their products. I purchased their product. I have their product. Some of the regulars on our YouTube channel have already purchased their product. My family likes it. The ones that haven't. Oh, okay. That's what's up, Jay. That's what's up. Hopefully you guys do well, man. But for the other people that are on my live, you ain't got that top to bottom, you missing out. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And I use their product in my hair and I use it on my skin. And so far it's been a blessing to me. Real talk. Oh yeah? Yeah, I talked to him yesterday for a little while. And we hit each other up this morning, but not on the regular stuff. But yeah, I'm hoping that Dover Dogs go big, man. I'm really like, the boy. He's doing big things. He's trying to do big things, and I know it's a lot to do that, and that's why I'm trying to help him as much. I just ordered my Dover Dog shirt too. I ordered one right now. I ordered the red one. I'm eventually go back and order something else, but I said let me just get an idea how they fit and stuff like that, because sometimes when you buy too much of something at one time, you don't realize, I need a different size, this ain't working for me. So I ordered me one just to see if the size that come in, how it feels and stuff like that, and then I'll go from there. But we'll see how it go. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm sorry about the candles too, y'all. For those that are on this live, they do make candles too, organic candles. You can see it in the top to bottom here in skincare. On that channel they make candles. Now, need I remind you, I like candles so much that I end up ordering a bunch of them myself. Some of them, and I did a live one on where I gave 2 of them away. And they were custom made to my liking. And when I say these candles came out superb, they came out superb. I'm a fan of the scent of vanilla, and so I asked them to make me one of vanilla, and plus they put my logo on it. But beyond that, the smell of the candle, like this is my second candle. I mean, well, actually I ordered 8 of those, but I had another candle that I have, a smaller candle that I won through that raffle, and that candle right there, we're probably already about to burn through it. But for it to be such a little small candle, number one, it smells wonderful. It don't take a whole lot to fill up the room. Once you light it, it don't take a long time before it fills up the room with scent. But the part that really amazes me outside of just the smell and the quality of how it was done is the burn time. It has a lot of burn time, and if I had to estimate, I probably got about a good 30 hours out of that small candle, and I'm not exaggerating any, because we burned it a lot, but we're down to the end of it. But then I started burning my new one, which is the vanilla scent, and again, it fills the house up with scent. It's just, like I say, they be point on with them candles and their hair care product. They point on, so check them out. Check them out. Top to bottom hair and skincare. Yeah, I just got here fishing, and I haven't got a chance. I just threw the stuff, baited up the 2 rods, got them in the water. I ain't seeing a whole lot of activity, but who knows? You never know out here. This is one place fishing that is very unpredictable. But if I get a striper, he's going home with me. If I catch a striper, he's going home with me. Definitely. It's still hot. I got the tent up, as you can see. It helps a little bit, put a little bit of shade over top of me, but it's hot up here. It ain't as hot as it was yesterday, but it's still hot. The water is helping a little bit, but it's hot. Yeah, the water helping a little bit because it's a slight breeze that's coming off the water, which is better when it's coming off the water. So it is a little cooler right here than it is, but it's still, it's hot up here. But if you're on this live, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Consider subscribing to the channel. Definitely, if you become part of this community, you follow my channel, you come on my lives on a regular basis, you're gonna get to meet some amazing people that support my channel, and I also support theirs. And you become a part of a family that's growing, not just growing as a group of us. When I say growing, I'm growing in life, knowledge, experience, business. We're sharing a whole lot of things with each other, and we're building an amazing community. Like my brother Jay, who's on the live right now, his channel is Bone Crusher, top to bottom hair and skincare, who is also on my live. And there's others on there, World Away From Here, who create some amazing, relaxing music and so forth, Out the Pit, and there's so many of them. You're going to want to come in and subscribe to the channel and check them out. Yeah, I'm out here fishing, but I'm talking about other stuff too. But definitely, it's a good it's a great group of people that you're gonna get to know. Maybe not physically see them all, but as you get into the chat and we get into conversation, we laugh, we joke, we have fun. We all have some different views. Some we have alike, some different. We have different life experiences, different things that we are doing, and we share with each other and we support each other as much as we possibly can. And if you haven't heard about us, you're gonna find out. That's all I'm saying. If you haven't heard about us, if you haven't heard about Ron's Opinion Don't Matter, if you haven't heard about Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare, if you haven't heard about Jay Garcia, Bone Crusher, when I say he be straight crushing those candles, big time, his name should be Jay Crushing These Candles Garcia, because he be killing them. When I say them candles be amazing, they be amazing. That's all I'm saying. Don't hate. Don't hate. That's all I'm saying. If you ain't got one of them J candles and you ain't got that top to bottom skincare products, you missing out. That's all I'm saying. As a matter of fact, Shaq Mack texted me this morning because I think he got his product from y'all, and he was wax crush. I like that. he was I think he got his skincare. He texted me this morning. And he was happy with it. I mean, I don't know if he reached out to y'all or not, but he definitely texted me this morning. It's like, man, he said the product, he said, is still with me. I think he got something for his beard or whatever and some skin, whatever. But he was happy. So, like, he texted me this morning, was like, yo, I like it, man. He said, so far so good, I like it. So hopefully he become a regular on there. But you know, I was glad that he was happy with it. You know what I mean? And I appreciate, and I know y'all guys do that. Appreciate when y'all got customers that are satisfied, because I know how much that means to y'all. But we'll see how things go. But yeah, he was happy. Yeah, looking at that bridge over there. I don't know if y'all can see it, but when the cars are going across that bridge, they all look like tiny little toys. Oh, you did, huh? I didn't check it out. I gotta go check that out. I didn't know that. I'm gonna have to go check it out. That's what's up. That's what's up. I'm glad he did. That makes my heart happy. But that's how this is the part about America, man, that people don't like. For some reason, just seem, I don't know why drama and negativity is so important to people as opposed to positive stuff like this. I never understood that part about people. Like, why do you love drama and negativity so much? Like, it's nothing more that melts my heart and makes me happy than hearing a great story or seeing a heroic act and somebody caring about people that they really don't have to care about. Oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna have to definitely, when I get up this live, I'm gonna go check it out. But this is the stuff I don't, like the positive stuff that happens every single day just always seems to get ignored. How old am I? I'm in my 50s. But yeah, those type of things that seem to always get ignored, man. And it's like, even when I'm out here fishing, and I haven't caught anything yet, but there were times I was on this live, and it was the one time the guys was down there barbecuing, whatever. They offered me some food. Don't know me, don't have no clue who I was, but they offered me some food. Yeah, God bless you, Simba. I'm not even gonna try to say that first part because I know I'm gonna butcher that. But God bless you. Welcome, man. Appreciate your support, whatever. Please hit the like button if you're on this live. Please hit the subscribe button. Appreciate it very much. But this again, it was like, but they offer me food. Again, this is the part about America no one talks about a lot. It's like they always get overthrown by negativity, bull crap, who they agree with, who they don't agree with. And there was other times that I've been on this live, man, like when I caught the striper, and the day that I caught that striper, I caught the catfish. And and I've caught catfish quite a few times, and I've given them to other people. And like, I mean, it's not like I'm bragging or anything like that, because it really isn't. It's just that this is the type of stuff that people do. Sometimes when I'm out here fishing, and I might be missing something, or somebody else might be missing something. Like, yo, you got any weights? You got any hooks? You got any this, that? People look out for each other. I've had people giving me bait that they wasn't going to use. I still got some of the bait that they was like, oh, I'm good, I don't need it right now. And they giving me their bait that they had left over. And those are the little subtle things that happens every single day in this country that get ignored. That's why I try to stay out of the mindset of people that just look for something negative to complain about all the time. Complain. Complaining ain't never fixed anything. But man, when you're around people that's doing something meaningful, that's doing something positive, that got some knowledge that they willing to share, that's what this country is really supposed to be about, man. America, to me, and this is just my opinion, is the greatest country of all. Why? Because, number one, it got me. I know, I'm just kidding around. But this is the type of country, and these are the type of people that's in America that everybody ignores. I mean, when your neighbor just see you might be tired and exhausted and come out and say, you know what, I'm gonna cut my grass, and I'm gonna go cut their grass too. I mean, or just, a handshake, a how you doing, a good morning. Those are the things that happens every day in this country that get ignored. Unless something crazy happens. And everybody just want to hear that story. Like, they so gravitate to negativity, and they gravitate to something unmeaningful stuff. Oh, this, I don't like this, I don't like that, I don't like this, I don't like this. Life is so horrible. America's so bad. Shut up. That's how sometimes you feel. Sometimes you just like, you want to take the back of your hand, like, man, shut up. Like, really? It's not that bad. Believe me. You got, and the very same people that be crying about it, they've been collecting some type of welfare. But yeah, America's bad. American citizens are paying all these taxes for somebody to get something for free and lay on their behind, but they're complaining about America. You're not making sense. You're not making sense. I don't get it. And you got all of this wonderful stuff. I'm sitting here at the water fishing. There's one person over there fishing, but they get on my nerves with that. Like, you complaining about America when you got all of these wonderful benefits that's coming from American citizens that have been providing for you, and yet you want to complain. You not out there doing half of the work to get what you got. Oh, wait a minute. No, it ain't a fish. I think something just snagged onto my line. Yeah, it's crazy. Alright, I think something snagged on my line. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna put y'all down for a minute. Just keep an eye on it. There you go. Yeah, with a piece of leaf, and it makes it look like your fish is pulling. It ain't nothing pulling. But as I was saying, yeah, it's just annoying. It really is. And like, I try to be nice sometimes. I really do. I really try to be nice. But sometimes people they complain about the wrong stuff. They really do. All of this stuff that this country has provided for people. Overall, you can say what you want to say. I think America has the most nicest people in the world. Real talk. Because I want you to think about this. All of the money that we all pay in taxes, and we stomach it. We stomach it for a long time, even though we see the people taking advantage of the system. We see people stealing, doing all types of stuff, manipulating the system to try to get all this assistance from the government. We know it. A lot of us could have been told, could have been said something. But we were so nice that we didn't want to mess up their little bit of life that they had. So we just kept quiet. Real talk. And then to watch these very same people go make a video complaining about why y'all mad about us taking our food stamps. Shut up. Like, at some point, you know what I mean? You know why we mad? I'm going to tell you exactly why we mad. Real talk. This is why we mad. I don't care how anybody feels, because I'm on my rant today. This is exactly why we mad. We mad because when I go to the grocery store and you walking up there with crab legs and I'm sitting there trying to figure out budget how much I have and try to manage the money so that I can at least have gas to get back and forth to the job that probably sucks, and they taking money out of my pocket and giving it to you, and you sitting at home doing absolutely nothing. That's why we feel that kind of way. And then you want to go make a video about what we should do. Meanwhile, we're the ones providing it. But you want us to be okay with it. And why we mad? You want to know why we mad? Because We got all these people coming over here collecting all this money, didn't contribute a dime to this country. Ain't fixed nothing, ain't do nothing, ain't work nowhere, and getting all these benefits. That's why we mad. I'm mad because I want to be able to afford Frosted Flakes. I'm tired of corn flakes. I can't get no sugary cereal. I'm tired of it. I want sugary cereal. I want to be able to afford sugary cereal. I'm tired of them plain old flakes. I want sugar on my stuff. I want to be able to afford that. I want Fruit Loops. I like Fruit Loops. I like Apple Jacks. I ain't trying to hear that. I'm looking at y'all shopping cart. They got all types of stuff in there that I wish I could buy. Meanwhile, I'm going to a job. Half the time I'm looking at my money and I'm like, man, I wish I could. And then you see that EBT card come out. And tears start running down my eyes. I'm like, I want EBT. Why can't I have EBT? Why? Because they told me I make too much money. Wait a minute. I go to work every day. I bust my behind. And because I do my job and bust my behind, you're going to punish me by saying I can't get EBT. But someone else who don't go to work, don't do jack, don't even try to do jack, they can get EBT. So you're going to reward laziness, but not help out productivity. Make that make sense. And then you wonder why people rather quit their job and sit at home and get there for nothing. And then they get mad at the Trump administration because they want to put a 2-year limit on it. Make that make sense. I don't care if you're mad. Be mad. All you want to, you can be mad. But that's real talk. America has a whole lot to offer to anyone that wants it, that's willing to get up and get it. But if you're not willing to go to work, or you're not willing to start your own business, or you're not willing to put in the work, you shouldn't get nothing. That's real talk. I'm not talking about people that have mishaps, stuff that happened, things that got bad, unpredictable stuff. That's not what I'm talking about. What's up, Dover Dogs? How you doing? What's going on, man? God bless you, man. Welcome in. If you're on this live, please hit the like button. But yeah, I'm dead serious, bro. I get tired of it. And my point to that is, man, and Dover Dogs on my live. And if y'all on this live, please check out his YouTube channel. Please check out his he got a lot going on, man. He in my opinion, because this is just what I believe, that he is going to be the first NBA owner of an NBA sports team in Delaware. That's just what I believe. I believe he's gonna make it. That's just me. But just talking to him and then listening to all of the stuff that he went through to get to the point to where he's at. He could have quit a long time ago, but he didn't. He's stuck in there. And he still got a long way to go. But my point to you is this. And there you go. And Jay agrees with me too. My point to is that this is the thing, this is the great part about America. And it should not be that complicated for someone that wants it. But with somebody like that who wants something out of life, you got all of these trifling, raggedy behind politicians that want to make it complicated for somebody like that, but make it easy for somebody to sit back and be lazy on their behind. I'm sorry, I have no sympathy for you no more. And I say this all the time. Where were the sympathy for the hard-working taxpayers? Nobody gave them any sympathy. Real talk. Where were their sympathy at? For all of the people that have been working and busting their behind every single day, where were the sympathy for them? When you looked at your paycheck and 25 to 30% of your paycheck is going in taxes. 1/3 of your paycheck is gone. Hey, Leah, how you doing? God bless you. God bless you. Welcome in. I want y'all to think about this. Where were the sympathy for the hard-working taxpayers that once you got your paycheck, 1/3 of your paycheck was gone, and it went to people that did not help you do the work? You get what I'm saying? And then you wonder why the worker. Listen, I'm all for helping people when they need it. I ain't got no beef with that. And I know that some people sometimes fall on hard times and end up having to result to that. And it's like, and most of the time, and honestly speaking, this is real talk. A person that's used to working and earning their way, to have to go to the point of having to ask and subscribe for welfare and things like that, that is the most hardest thing for them to do, because now they have to humble themselves where they're not used to asking. You know what, that moment that they said, man, I gotta go get assistance from the government because they were so used to doing it on their own. There is a shame that come along with that, and they still have to go fight through all of that just to go ask for help, because that's not what they used to having. And all they wanted was just enough so they could get back out of there and go do it themselves again. But the whole point of them at that moment, that things went bad and they said, man, I actually got to go get welfare. They not even happy about it. They're not proud of it. They're not excited about it. They're not, oh man, no. What they are is they feel shame. They feel shame because they got to go do it. But they still humble themselves enough to go through it. And they say, man, I can't wait to get off of this because I want my life back. But for you trifling behind people that milking the system, I have no sympathy for you. Sorry, I don't. I have worked from childhood up until this point. Yes, we're working for ourselves and the lazy people. And it doesn't make sense. It's like car insurance. You're not paying car insurance for you. You're paying car insurance for all the reckless people out there, too. And they say, oh, well, it's because of where you live. What that got to do with it? To me, that should be discrimination. Your insurance should be solely based on your ability to drive and your accident record and your record, not no one else's. But that's how they get over. And the politicians who say they love to hear for citizens let people like that get away with it all the time. Yeah, Jay, you're right. You're absolutely right. And I know I'm over here. I'm talking Jay talk right now. I'm real talk. Because this is Jay. Jay don't like handouts. I mean, don't get me wrong. I can't stand people that get sitting around and wait for handouts all the time. So I'm real 100% with that part. But also, I just don't like it. And when I was watching all of these videos, I'm like, y'all gotta be out of your mind. To literally sit there and try to criticize people for being mad at the fact that they're handing y'all taxpayers' money, and we watching y'all go into the stores. Listen, I'm not that, for some people, like when it comes to what they buy, I mean, you gave them the EPT card, at this point, it is what it is. But think about it. Y'all getting $1,500 in welfare cards, all because y'all had a kid. Ain't nobody reward me for having children. Yeah. And the people on it, yeah, you go. I be tripping off that stuff, man. I get mad. I ain't gonna lie, I get mad. Because I don't like it. I worked all my life, and it's like, even when you look at a lot of people that lie to get Social Security and all the corruption behind it. And what people don't realize right now, and with all of the Doge cuts, it's all of the wasteful spending that they have found right now. And if they put this stuff and make a lot of this stuff permanent, the conversation of will Social Security still be there is done, because it's actually be fixed. Once they get all of that bull crap out of there, the conversation of will there be Social Security there for when people get to Medicaid and all that stuff, when they get to up age, will be done. Yeah, I agree. I think, when it comes to sales tax, I agree with you, brother, but there's another part of me that don't agree. I think it either have to be one or the other. Like, honestly, I think we need to get rid of all of the taxes but sales tax. But sales tax should be minimized. And here's the only reason why I say that is that sales taxes, you have to kind of call it a consumption tax, meaning that if you spend money consumption-wise, that's where all of the revenue that the government gets to use locally or publicly, and get rid of all of the stuff that come out of people's pockets. Meaning you get to keep all your paycheck. This is just my perspective. I'm not saying that I'm right. You get all your paycheck, right? once you can buy something as a consumer, that's the only time you get taxed. That's it. And that tax is minimized to a small point and could never change. It's a minimum percent, it's a certain percentage, it could never change. And the government has to be forced to run the government off of that. The only reason why, because the government got to get revenue from somewhere. Unless we just totally get rid of everything about government. Now that I'm all for. And that was the point that I'm making, is that if you get rid of, like, I'm talking about, like, get rid of payroll tax, all of the taxes that come out of your paycheck, right? That's the tax that I'm talking about, get rid of. And meaning that if we have a consumption tax, which is like a sales tax, but it's only on when you spend, when you purchase something. But meaning that you only pay a small, like a 1%, 2% sales tax, and it cannot be increased. And that is the point, because we have to force the government to work with very little. Yeah, I mean, that's the point that I'm making, is that I don't want them to be able to dictate what the tax is going to be if it's a consumption tax. I want that consumption tax to be on a maximum of maybe like 2 to 3%. And then the government is forced to work to do whatever they do off of that. That's it. The city can't add no more tax to that. The state can't add no more tax to that. No one can add more tax to that. It stays there, and that's that. And if you can't function off of that as a government, then you have to cut out what you don't need to have. That's it. That's the point that I'm trying to make. Meaning that I don't know, no one pays no taxes out of their paycheck. When you get paid, you get all your money. And the only thing you pay in America is a consumption, I would call it a consumption tax. Meaning that you only pay taxes on when you go and purchase something. You don't pay taxes on your houses every year. I don't want that no more. You don't pay taxes on none of that stupid stuff. Only time you pay taxes is when you first purchase that house, and that is a one-time tax, and it's done. When you first purchase that car, one-time tax, and it's done. You don't pay taxes on nothing else other than when you first purchase it. So if you go buy a house and you can pay that tax, whatever the taxes is on that house, that purchase tax, that's it. You don't pay property tax. That's the point that I'm making, because we need to force the government to function off of very little. Because I understand we do need some level of government, meaning to dictate when the bridges get repaired, the roads, and oversee a lot of stuff like that. But we don't need government for a lot of the stupid stuff that we're doing. Yeah, you're right, Jay. Florida is definitely fighting. I mean, every state should be fighting. Every governor, every city, every mayor should be doing this because it's necessary. That's the way. If that was my job, that's how I would do it. I understand that the government has to have something to work with, but the government is way too fat and too happy with what they're doing. And I understand we have to fund our military. So that's the reason why I'm saying we got to pay some type of tax. But honestly speaking, if the government did a consumption tax and minimize consumption tax, they would actually make out better than if they did it than doing it the way that they're doing it. Because then, oh wait, no. I might have a fish. Let me see. I doubt it, but listen. Nah, no fish. There's more trash getting the currents coming in, so it pulls a lot of the trash down there and it snags on your line. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I don't think no military should be paying taxes. Dover does. I'm dead serious. This is my opinion. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm right about what I'm saying. It's just, this is just how I would. This would be my approach to it. Is that I would get rid of all of those type of taxes. And the only reason why I say that is because I think the government is they're irresponsible. If you look at the amount of money that the government, or look at the United States deficit, and you look at where the government has been spending money at, I'm gonna say probably 70% of that stuff is wasteful. You don't need it. And see, that's the type of slap in the face that I don't like about this government. You ask somebody to put their life on the line, and they do it willingly. Willingly. They serve their country. And then they come back home and y'all treat them like crap. I have a problem with that. But if you got the military, right? This is just my opinion. You serve your time in the military. Anywhere and everywhere you go, no matter what it is, you should be able, once you show your military ID that you are a veteran, you should never have to pay a consumption tax. That's just to veterans. I'm not talking about everybody else. But once you show your military ID, you should be exempt for all taxes. That's just me. If I was running for president and I was had to sit with Congress, that would be part of my plan. One of the things that I would do is that I would give all military service members what they would call a tax exempt ID. Meaning that if you're military, no matter where you go, no matter if you go buy a car, no taxes. You go buy a house, no taxes. You go buy anything you purchase, you as a military who served the country, automatically exempt from all taxes in America. That's just my opinion. And I'm just saying, if I was running for president, that's one of the things that I would campaign on, is that that would be my one thing that I would be adamant about pushing. Is that, I mean, don't get me wrong, a lot of the stuff that Trump ran on, I was 100% with it. But I do understand how I do understand there's a level of government where they need revenue. And I want America to have one of the best, strongest militaries that we could possibly have. So I'm all for that too. But real talk, when it comes to the service members, there's certain things that you should not have. When you come home, especially if you was deployed and you serve in some type of war, whatever the capacity, come on now. Why in the world? You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, here's the thing. And I'm not trying to be smart, but it really gets under my skin. I've watched criminals get out of jail and get better treatment than some of the service members coming home from deployment. I watched people throw parties for some trifling behind fool who've been in and out of jail, come home and they throw a party for them. But then a service member, after serving the country, come home and get treated like crap. Make that make sense. This is what I mean why we celebrate the worst of the worst and don't even appreciate the best of the best. And it's real talk. Like, and that's just my opinion. I would, as president, this would be one of my things, is I would go and I would make sure that no service member, there would be you would at least have to do 4 years in the service. That'd be your minimum. You would have to be in the service at minimum years. Of course, you would have to be honorably discharged. That'd be the second one. And outside, I mean, that would be it. And that's it. Once you did your time, you should be tax exempt as long as you're alive. That's it. Everywhere you go, all you do is show your ID. They gotta take the taxes off. That's it. That's just me. Ride for president. Man, I'm thinking about it. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. I'll probably run as a Democrat just to be an asshole. But real talk, The next one of the other things I would do is I would work my behind off to try to make sure that they stop these politicians from trying to y'all already know where I'm going with this one. To stop them trying to overstep people's right to keep and bear arms. I'm sorry. I would fight tooth and nail to pull the government out of that whole conversation. End the conversation already. No, everybody in America has the right to keep and bear arms because it's for their right to protect themselves against a tyrannical government. So how can I, as a government, tell somebody who hired me to do a job what they can and cannot do when they're my boss? Yeah, I would do it as a Democrat just to jack them up. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, outside of making sure that we're about as safe as we could possibly be. And other than that, there's a lot of stuff that the Trump administration is doing that I'm all for. I would definitely, like, the educational system would have to definitely be revamped because I don't like it. I think it's very, very unproductive. I don't see quality coming out of these schools like you would hope to see. I think we're teaching the old style of teaching when we need to change and update the teaching to make it more inspiring, make it more, make it people want to learn. And I think we're missing the boat on that. I think there's so many better ways to run the school systems to encourage kids that want to learn and want to go to school and want to be a part of the society. But the problem is that we indoctrinate them with useless crap that's going to go nowhere. So yeah, I would definitely revamp. I mean, yeah, I would probably do what Trump did, send it back to the states. But I just don't like the way I don't like what I see coming out the school system. And I hate to say it that way, but I just don't like it. Yeah. Yes, I growing up in the city of Philadelphia and watching how unenthused most people was about going to school, and I understood why, because there was nothing there. Yeah, home economics. They don't know how to do math. They barely know how to read. But you put out a TikTok video, they can do that whole thing. And don't get me wrong, I blame the parents too. I mean, a lot of that's the parents too. But I just don't think that. And then I look at some of the teachers and how some of these teachers look when they go to the schools. How some of these teachers dress when they go to schools. Their parents ain't the greatest. You can tell that a lot of these teachers don't take their job serious no more. They don't even look like teachers. I mean, you know, when we grew up, the teachers, you know, like if it was a female teacher, you know, they dressed a certain way. They made sure they was always covered. They had those glasses that slid their head down just a little bit so they could look above their glasses and look at you like, boy, you better behave yourself. You know what I mean? We don't have no good teachers no more. Yes, respecting your elders. Man, please. That's a big one with me, man. It's like, these kids don't have no respect for their elders, man. They say all types of stuff around grown folks, don't even care. And don't get me wrong, some of the grown folks, I probably don't they have a problem with it. But I know when I was a kid and we seen an adult nearby, we watched our language. Now when the adult left, you know, we went back to work, but we watched our language. We didn't do certain things around adults. We were taught well. You know what I mean? And then you wonder why people let somebody come kidnap your kid and nobody's talking about what happened. Why? Because everybody trying to mind it. They like, nah, because if I say something to their kid, then I got to deal with the mom and something losing their mind, getting mad, cussing me out, and I don't even want to deal with that. And that's our fault. Some of that's our fault. Now, some of us elders had to conduct ourselves in a way to be respected too. Yeah, I agree. Top to bottom, that is a great point. slowly but surely, we're we're falling way far away, and it's just degenerating rapidly. You get what I'm saying? And what you got to ask yourself, and at some point, you start to understand why God get angry and wiped out everybody at Noah days. And you look at it and say, man, humans, man, some of us are just some of the most ungrateful, unthankful. We find every little stupid thing to complain about. Oh my God, is annoying. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I don't want to leave this world without trying to make it better than the way I found it. And that's real talk. And I know I'm not the only one. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm not the only one. I know the people that on my lives on the regular and stuff like that, I can tell by y'all comments and what y'all say that this world means something to you. You're in this world, but you're not of this world, but you love God and you want the best for this world. I get it. And you want to leave your mark and you want to try to make the world a little better than the way you found it. But sometimes it seems impossible when you got one person trying to do right and 50 people trying to do wrong. Yeah, it's unfortunate that we live in a society that's like this. It is. It's unfortunate. But there's hope, man. Like real talk, there's hope. Number one, there's hope in Jesus Christ. That's real talk. There's hope in a relationship with God. I mean, I would probably be one of those participants if I not have a relationship with God. He's throwing pieces of trash and getting on my nerves. It's just a piece of trash again. Messing with my lines. And I would probably be one of those people. But because of my relationship with God, and I'm not perfect, not by any means, but I love Him. I love God. I love everything that God has done in my life. I am extremely appreciative to. And this is real talk, and this applies just to me, and I'm quite sure there's others that have the same perspective. But I was in trouble, and sometimes even to this day, I'm like, God, why did you bother? Why did you bother with me? There was so many better selections, in my opinion. And so many other people that you could have chose to walk this journey that probably would do a way better job than I am. Why are you bothering so much with me? What is it about me that you keep hounding me? You hounded me down and came into my dreams and spoke to me when I wasn't speaking to you and leading me when I wasn't asking for no direction. Why? And I probably still ask these questions. Yeah. And and top to bottom, you're more right. You're right about that part. And but that was just my mindset was like, I'm like, God, I don't fit that mold. I'm like, God, you sure? You sure? I'm like, I know they say, God, you don't make mistakes, but I'm questioning this one. But I believe when God puts something in your heart and you have a relationship with God, you don't have to be braggadocious about it, but you got to definitely, you can brag, ain't nothing wrong with that neither. But God wants fruit. Whatever it is that your relationship with God, He don't want you wasting your life. He wants you to produce. You know, God ain't asked everybody to be a preacher. He ain't asked everybody to be a pastor and all that stuff. If the engineers, like, here's my point to that. That bridge right there. Somebody drew that, engineered that, designed it, whatever case may be. Whatever that was, God called them to do that. He created them and he called them and all those that was involved in its making. God called them to do that. And I'm not saying that God don't call people to preach and all the other stuff, but God calls it. We can't limit the purpose of God to just that. Because that's not everybody's purpose. That's for you to do, and you can share the gospel as you go about your life. You should incorporate that and be thankful to God and appreciate God. But there's so many other things that God, we wouldn't have a lot of what we have if God wasn't in it. That's why the Bible says that was not anything made that was made without God. Because God gave us all of the necessary substance on this earth for us to do everything that we're doing. Because if he didn't give us no iron in that ground, we wouldn't be able to build this iron this iron bridge. If he didn't put that zinc and that aluminum and all this other minerals and stuff in that ground, we wouldn't have it. We wouldn't be able to do none of what we're doing right now. If he didn't plant them trees and all the other stuff for us to build houses and have wood, we wouldn't have none of this. We just be here looking at each other. And it's all for a purpose. But that's just me. That's just, my perspective. And like I said, I'm just thankful. I'm extremely thankful to God. And like I said, I'm not perfect. Every day I try to be better. And I pray for, I don't do a whole lot of praying for myself. I don't know why. I pray for a lot of other people. I talk to God about everybody else, especially our country and everything like that. And I try to keep my focus on that part. Because I feel like as long as I'm in God's hand, I don't have to pray about myself and what God do for me. I just try to be about what he asked me to do as much as I can. And I just know he 100% he going to be all right. I'm going to be all right. And I can rest in that. And for them that's on my live and you got something you're doing, you trust God, man. Just rest in it. You got to do your job. You got to do your part. You got to put the work in. You got to do all that. But I believe in my wholeheartedly what God will bring the increase. And I believe it. I've seen it. I ain't going to talk about believe. I've seen it in my own life. God put me to do something and he bring the increase. I just want y'all to stay blessed, man. Just acknowledge him every single day. As soon as you get up, say, thank you, God. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Just make sure you acknowledge him every day and let him direct your path. Don't be like the children of Israel who was complaining and God made them wander in the wilderness for 40 years. Because he just don't complain. That's what complaining does. When you start complaining about everything, God gonna cause you to wander. You're not gonna see the results of what he promised you. Why? Because you complaining. All that energy that you put into complaining, you could be working and putting it together. That's it. Don't complain. Just put it in the work. I know you're gonna get tired. You're gonna get weary. You're gonna have some moments. I know. 100% I know. But right when you get on that edge, don't give up. Don't give up. Please, whatever you do, whoever you are, please don't give up. You're right there. I know it. I feel it. I see it. You're right there. God is leading you with his hands. He's holding on to you. He's holding you up and he's strengthening you, and you are right there. And the body is saying give up. The money is saying give up. The hardships are saying give up. Everything is fighting you tooth and nail. But nothing is worth it without a fight. If it came easy, you wouldn't appreciate it. But that's real talk. Just don't give up. Don't. You know what I'm saying? Don't give up. Sometimes it's real heavy. It'll weigh on you. Don't give up. You know what I mean, you think about how many times, and I'm just use this as an example. When Trump was running that second term, he could have gave up many times when all of the criticism he suffered, all of the times they tried to take his life out, all of the court systems, and look at all that they dragged him through to try to stop him from being president. And he never gave up. He never gave up. And then he won the election in a landslide. Why? Because he showed the people of this country and American citizens and the young generation, this is what happens when you don't give up. This is what happens when you don't give up. So I say to everyone that's on this live, please don't give up. Yes, it does, top to bottom. I say it a little bit different, but you're definitely right. Your attitude affects your longitude. I always say your attitudes affect your outcome. But we both got the same perspective, and I know I'm getting ready to go check these lines because everything is falling over. Yes, sir, dog. Dover dog. Yes, sir. You're right, bro. You're right. You know what I mean? You're right. And that's why I'm a firm believer that you gotta, when someone has a vision and the guy shows it to you, gives you an idea of what they're doing, try to support it. See, it's one thing to want your vision to prevail, but sometimes God won't bless your vision if you don't see someone else's vision through. Help them see their vision through, then He'll help you see yours through. And that don't mean you got to jump in and do all this crazy stuff, but just support where you can. We need each other, whether we like it or not. We need each other, man. That's real talk. But let me check my lines and put this phone down. Stop running off at the mouth. Why I'm talking like Chris Tucker right now? What happened? I probably ain't got nothing on him. Some of my bait's going. Not all of it. Some of it's going. lot of debris out here all the time. Got all this debris out here, and the current is pulling real hard. So I know it looks like the line's falling over, but it's just that water current is moving fast. The tide is coming in. When the tide comes in, that water moves hard. But we'll see what we can get. How y'all doing? Ready? Trash, more trash, more trash, more trash. Alright, time to toss him back. Whew. That was a lot of work. Yeah, you're right, Dover Dogs. You're absolutely right. It takes a lot, man. Yeah, they took a little bit of the bait, but not all of it. I think that might be the crabs that's starting to migrate up here too. Because when they come up here, the crab come up here heavy. I go through way more bait. And those crabs get up here. But I've seen one or two in the water, but when they start to come up this way heavy, you're gonna go through a whole lot of bait. Now, if you're on this live, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. Appreciate it very, very much. Real talk. Trying to keep my bag of stuff closed, and I don't want the bugs flying in it. It's kind of hot out here, but the shade is helping a little bit. The shade is helping a little bit, but it's still hot. But I needed to get some fishing in. I was hoping, yeah, I'm gonna be on this live for a little bit. I mean, I know some of y'all got things y'all got to do, but I'm hoping. I'm probably not gonna catch something, but we're gonna see. I'm gonna try to hang in as long as I can till I catch some. What I missed before that? Yeah, you're right, Dover Dogs. I agree with you. I didn't read that part. It moved up before I could see it. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's kind of what me and Jay was doing on the channel. We try to use Sundays for that. Me, Jay, and Out the Pit, I'm sorry. We kind of try to use it for that. I mean, we act stupid and silly and stuff like that. But that's exactly kind of the direction that we was going, bro. Trying to network, bring people into the fold so they can talk about what they're doing. Business, supporting each other's businesses, you know, spreading the word about stuff, man, about what they're doing and stuff like that. In case maybe, I mean, I don't have an, I'm not in a business like that. I invest my money, so my biggest deal with me is the stock market. So I invest in everything. And speaking of the stock market, for those that are still on this live, I don't know if y'all paying this. Jay probably does, because you guys are from New York. I mean, he's been in New York before. But y'all seen who won the Democratic primary. And I'm telling y'all right now, if that dude who won the Democratic primary wins the actual mayor race in New York, if he wins New York, I'm going through my whole stock portfolio. Every company that I have that is located in New York, I'm selling. I'm getting out of it. I'm selling everything that I own that's located in New York. And that's real talk. And I got quite a few of them. And I'm not a person that like to sell stock. I like to hold and keep collecting. But that mentality that he has is destructive to a community, prosperity-wise. And he is bad. You know, he got that handout mentality. He want to take from people and give to someone else who didn't earn it. And that's bad. And New York is going to turn into what California is becoming. It's already on that path because a lot of the great people in New York left. They went to Florida and other states. And I don't blame them. But I'm telling you, if that guy win New York, I'm out. I'm taking all my money out. Anything I got invested in, anything that's located in New York, I don't care what it is. I'm taking it out. New York City, I'm taking it out. I'm done. Taking it right out. Because I already know better. I know better. And his mentality is bad for any community. See, people like that win because they cater to poor people and think that they're going to do something for them. But in reality, you can't. It's never going to work. That strategy that they use never works. What it ends up doing is creating an environment where smart-minded, business-minded people bail and leave. They just leave. They're not going to deal with that. When you start taking from wealthy people, people are wealthy for a reason. They earn, the ones that earn their way there, not stole their way like politicians, but businesses, they know better. They already know that type of atmosphere. They're not even going to try to fight against it. They're going to up their business up, their company up, and they're going to relocate somewhere else. They're going to get out of there. If that guy wins, it's going to be over. I'm whatever company I got stock in, I'm going right in, and I'm selling everything. That's it. I'm getting out. I might be wrong in my decision. It might not go that way. It's some risk I'm just not willing to take, and I just think he's bad. I don't even know why he even got to this point. My thing is this: they gotta stop electing people that don't care about your country, because they don't. But the thing is, the real people, the solid people, a lot of times the ones that's smart enough and wise enough, we don't vote. We the ones really should be the ones voting, because we make sense in what we are voting decisions. But a lot of us that's like me and stuff like that, a lot of times they don't vote. And that opens the door for people like that. Did I get a fish? Nope. And something tampering with my line right now. I'm just giving it some time because it looks like it's something small. Oh, okay. Yeah, let me check my line. Something happening. Something's coming through. They nibbling that. Almost had him. But as y'all can see, look, he bit it off. Getting a little bit of activity. probably my striper. Yeah, he bit me. He bit it. I was trying to be patient. But yeah, he hit it. But that probably was usually catfish. They suck the whole thing in. That one, whatever that was, it just hit it. Took a portion of it and kept going. Pumped behind striper, ran off of my food. I guess I'm gonna be out here feeding the fish instead of catching them. Yeah, I gotta get that basket. They not up here heavy yet, bro. Yeah, they not up here heavy yet. But I'm definitely gotta get that basket. Some of them, but they not up here heavy yet. But I can't wait to get them. Because sorry about that. I gotta go and go to the Raggly truck and get my drink. It's probably hot by now, but I need some water. Hey, Dover dogs. Check this out. Like my thermos. Like my thermos. Yeah, give me a sec. Gun show, man. Yeah, I got that from the gun show a couple of years back. Yeah, I got it on. I got it a couple of years back at the gun show. When I was at the one in Oaks, PA, I went to that one and yeah, I had a table set up there. But it was cool though. I ain't paid it. It was probably like $25, $30, something like that, maybe 25. But it's actually the funny thing is it was in my truck where it's hot. And when I felt the outside of it, because I never really used it, the first time I actually used it, it would just sit in the house. Let me just use it. And it was sitting in the house, in the truck, and it felt a little warm on the outside. But in the inside, the water's still cold. Yeah, I was in Oaks, PA when I got this one. Oh wait, might have a bite. Hold on. Hopefully it ain't trash this time. I don't know, y'all. I'm getting a whole lot of activity. Wasn't getting nothing for a while. I'm out here feeding fish now. This is the second bait. They took the whole one this time. It's all gone. This might be one. Might get one this time. Hey, what's up, Trish, for real? Yeah. They that's the second bait that they done took, so that's good. I ain't catch nothing, but that's good. All right, why is my line bouncing around? See, that current, that water current is moving fast. All right, hold on. This thing bouncing more than it's supposed to. Nothing. Nothing at all. But it's getting a little active. It's because the tide is coming in and the water's rising. And usually this is when you start to catch them. When the current starts to come in, you start to catch them then. But nope, that was nothing. Thought I had something hitting the line, but I gotta be a little bit patient before I jump too. So that's usually my move, is just be patient. Don't move too fast. Give them time to hook themselves. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. You know what I mean? We're gonna try to stay here till I catch one. Last time I did this, it didn't work. I'm gonna try to hang long enough to catch one. I didn't even set up the other fishing rod. I left it there. I was too busy running my mouth. Yeah, I didn't even set up the other fishing rod. But it's all good. Yeah, I don't know when they gonna have the next one. I usually have to go on the website and check them too. See when they had the next show. And so when I go to gun shows, and it's hard for me because I be trying not to spend money. And I see all this stuff I want. Not that I need it. It's just stuff I want. Alright. What's going on? It must be trash again. Yeah. Ah, boy, let me just see if it's trash on the line. Oh, it's just my lines in each other. crazy. I'll be glad when this current time finally comes in. Because it's confusing when that current be pulling the lines. This keeps looking like something pulling it, hitting the line. You don't know. Yeah, man. You gotta come out here with me. See what you made of. You can come out here with me. We can compete. See who catch the fish first. It's not fair though. Well, we use the same bait, that way it would make it fair. Cause I use the same bait out here. I mean, you can pick something else if you want, but I use the same bait. I've caught stuff out here. Just, you know, you just gotta be at that right moment. And right now, man, that current is moving fast. I mean, the tide is coming in real fast, so when the tide comes in that fast, the water, it pulls your line and it keep making it look like something on your line until it actually settles down. But we'll see. I'm gonna get something. I'm gonna get something. Just once? Bro, you gotta come out here with me, man. And we're not far from each other, so we can make that happen. You gotta be prepared for it though, man. Cause I come out here, I be out here a lot. Even when I get on my lives, I still be here. I just try to catch it while I'm on the live. And I just gotta prepare you up, and it's like I could be out here for 5, 6, 7 hours and don't even think about it. But yeah, man, we can do that. See who catch the biggest fish. We go live. We come out here and fish live and we compete. Talk some smack, go live. See who catch the first fish, and then see who catch the biggest fish. So we had two competitions. The first, the fish, and we got, let's say, 2 hours to do it. So we do a 2-hour live. First person to catch the fish wins that part, and whoever catch the first fish and the biggest fish. Now you can win both by catching the first and the biggest. And you get the trash talk. You get the trash talk. Yes, please. Appreciate it very, very much. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. But fishing is tricky, man. Out here is not as complicated. Again, I use shrimp, but the problem right now I'm having is the tide is coming in, and I need heavier weights. Gator, I never had gator. Never even looked at gator as food. I don't look at gator as food. I look at gator as a death sentence if you get too close. But I've heard people eating gator. So it might be, you might be right. I'm assuming you had gator before. Yeah, that's why I see gator. I'm what you talking about. I don't see gator as food. I see gator as, I'm gonna be the food. Oh, snap. So you know how to make it? Or you just, somebody else made it? Somebody else made it. Like I said, I've heard of people eating gator. I just don't look at gator that way. I mean, I look at gator as, either I'm gonna be the food, or the gator gonna be shoes, or a jacket, or a hat. I never looked at gator as food. All right, I got a question. I got one question. So you was in the restaurant And out of all the things on the menu, you decide to order gator. Like they ain't had chicken. What possessed you to get the gator? Fried gator. Fried gator. Like they ain't had nothing else on that menu? Oh, okay. Alright. I didn't know that neither. I mean, I can assume, considering where it's at. But, yeah, I never thought about eating gator. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm like, that's what's up though, bro. Like I never ate gator, never thought about it. You know what I mean? Well, you from up north, so you already know. It's hard to get a person like me to try stuff that I ain't used to, that I didn't eat when I grew up on. I'm like, are you supposed to eat that? I mean, I'll try it, I guess. I just never thought about it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch you eat it first. Yeah, you go ahead and eat it. Let me see. Oh, you still alive? All right. I'll try it now. Oh, yeah, wow. Yeah, I never, alright, man. I never, no gator, no escargot, no, how was Paris when you was in there? How you like it? You were stationed in Paris, or you went there just to visit? All right, Jay. Oh, all right. That's what's up, bro. Yeah, I never had gator. Jay, you ate gator? If you want to lie still, Jay, you had gator before? As a matter of fact, I'm lying. Real talk. I'm lying, y'all. This whole time, I was lying. I did have gator before. That was my gator. Gatorade. Oh, wow, man. I can only imagine. Yeah, I can only imagine. Yeah, I never. See, I don't fly. I don't get in airplanes. I got them once, and I won't do it. I'll drive wherever, but I don't do airplanes no more. I did it once, and I ain't doing no more. Get Ryan to bed, huh? See that? I had Gator. Thought I ain't never had no Gator before. I was drinking Gator not too long ago. So Jay had Gator. I feel like a punk now because I ain't no Gator. I feel like I need to man up and eat some Gator. Real talk. I'm gonna have to get me some Gator because I feel some kind of way about it. I feel like my manhood is being attacked right now because I ain't eating no Gator. See, I'm gonna have to up y'all one and go wrestle the Gator that I'm gonna eat. Yeah, I'm gonna have to up y'all one, and I'm gonna have to go hunt the Gator that I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna have to go wrestle that Gator and kill it. Me and a knife. Not really, but he said, let's see it live. Me eating the Gator, yeah, I could do that live. But am I gonna really wrestle a Gator? Heck, no. I ain't. You know what? I ain't gonna lie, I won't. I probably would. My dumb behind would. Because I do stupid stuff like that. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because I don't like to run no more. So, if I had to fight a Gator, I'm gonna fight the Gator. I'm probably not gonna win, but I will fight a Gator. I'll fight a Gator. I ain't scared no Gator. Just make sure ain't no Gator around listening to me. I don't know. Would you fight? Would y'all? Anybody on here? Would y'all fight a Gator if you had to? Like, would you fight a Gator? I got a question. Would you fight a Gator for $1 million? I would. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna fight the Gator. You put $1 million up, I'm fighting the Gator. Like, and the only thing I get is a knife, a decent good, like a Rambo knife. Yeah, I'll fight the Gator. I'll do it. I'll do it for $1 million. All right, so who else on here? Will anybody fight a Gator for $1 million? But you get a nice, decent, like really good Rambo type knife. If y'all know what a Rambo knife is, me and Jay know what a Rambo knife is. Like a real good, good solid knife. Would you fight a Gator to the death with a Rambo knife? And all you had to do was fight the Gator and kill it with the knife. And you get $1 million. Would you do it? I'd do it. I would. Not in the water. Don't have to be in the water. It could be on land. But I would. I'd fight that Gator. Hello, butterfly. Don't. Butterfly was about to land on some dog crap. Had a little activity and now it went quiet again. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check my lines just to make sure I still got stuff. Because if the crab are in here, they're going to work. You don't even know it. But yeah, I'll fight a Gator for $1 million. I'll fight a gator for $1 million. I don't care. Kill him. I ain't afraid of no gator. Yeah, I'd do it for $1 million. I'm online. Hurry up and settle down. The current is pulling. It's crazy. What's going on, man? How you feeling? Yeah. I know it's gonna happen, like it always does. I'll be on these lives, and then as soon as I decide to get off, that's when I catch a stupid fish. But let's see how long I can hang in there. I know some of y'all got y'all lives to go to, and I'm still hanging in. Hopefully I catch something before I get off this live. I appreciate y'all coming in. Appreciate y'all spending your time, precious time with a brother. Hopefully I catch something before I get off this live. But if I end up getting off this live before that moment, I'll just send out a short. I don't like doing it. I want to catch it on the live, then I can clip the short. I appreciate y'all coming in. Appreciate y'all hitting that like button. Appreciate y'all hitting that subscribe button. I ain't catch nothing. A couple of little nips. But I'm gonna go check my other line. Cause you just don't know out here. Yeah, they jacked me for my bait again. Yeah, you got me for my bait again. Which is a good thing to some extent. Yeah, it was nothing. Nothing. Still ain't catch anything. got about 18 more minutes. If I don't do it in about 18 more minutes, I'm gonna shut this live down. I'll still be fishing probably, but I'm gonna definitely shut the live down. So I'm gonna stick to 2 hours. That'll be 2 hours on this live. If I don't catch it in that time period, I'm gonna shut the live down. 2 hours. That's it. We'll see what happens. I guess I can. All right, cool. Yeah, when I get off the live, Jay, I check them out. I'm gonna get this another 16, 17 minutes, something like that. I'll be actually 2 hours on this live. I don't catch a fish in that time period. It is what it is. I'm gonna shut the live down and go catch me a gator. We'll see. Hopefully I can get some. I should have probably put that third line in there, but I kept procrastinating. I mean, let me fix this last rod. Yeah, I might as well set up this last rod while I'm doing this. I could have had this one in the water too. Another spot. With 3 fishing rods. Triple my chances. I'm usually only use 2, but I got it here. I might as well set it up. It's getting hotter and hotter. That means it's really getting hot out here now. The heat is picking up. Running out of shade. You know, the tent ain't really, it's helping some, but it's losing its luster. Hopefully y'all chilling. Oh man, it's so big. Probably wish I pulled my lines out of the water now. Stay away from my fishing line, piece of board. There's a big piece of log rolling down the water. Just hoping it don't grab my fishing lines. Something just hit the line, but I don't think it was a fish. good too. It got it good. It wasn't letting go. Yeah, it was a snag. It's a big log that rode on there and caught my line. It was a snag. Couldn't get it off the line. I wish there was a fish. I've had fish that heavy though. I had to cut the line because I couldn't get it off of there. Sucks. Now all my stuff is water. Yeah, that sucks. I'm in the middle of trying to pick one. Might as well finish this one out first. Bait it up. Get it out there. Try to get something. Trying to get some type of fish. That's the only thing that sucks about this current when it comes through. When the tide is coming in and they're pulling everything towards it. Pulling everything. It sucks. It pulls your lines, the snag on. You know. In that case, I had to cut that line. There's a whole lot of fishing line that went out there. I don't like doing it because then it starts snagging on other people's stuff. Probably should have pulled it in faster. Pulled it in before it got to that log, but it was too late. It is what it is. But get this fishing rod out there, then I can fix the other. One thing about fishing, you go through bait, you go through hooks. Might have a bite. Feels like it's something big too. It's probably small. You would pick this fishing rod, you know. this thing is big. Hold on, y'all. This thing is really big. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to pull it. Trying to get it to where y'all can possibly see it. Y'all see this? Hold on. Y'all see that thing? Hold on, trying to get it in the way. Hold on. And I say this thing is humongous. God, it's big. I pull this thing up. If I pull this thing up, it's gonna probably snap my line. But I want y'all to kind of see what it looks like. It's a big giant catfish. You seen it? Man, I think that thing. I'm gonna try to pull it up, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to. Well, we'll see. Hold on, y'all. Put the phone on the ground. Hold on. Trying to let it tire out. Woo! Trying to let it tire out. This thing is big. Let it run out a little bit. Give it some slack. I might have to gotta go over the wall and get it. Yeah, it probably is. That thing is big. Alright. Y'all gonna have to give me a second. Hopefully this line holds up, because this ain't the best line. And I don't have a net. No, I don't. So, I'm gonna have to put this phone back. I'm gonna try to pull him over that wall. I knew that line was gonna snap. He was just way too heavy. Oh my goodness. Woo! Woo! He was too big. There was no way I was pulling that thing up over the water. He was big. I don't know. My shoulder hurt. That sucker was humongous. He was easily about 3 feet long. He was a catfish, but he was big. Whew. I was getting ready to go over that water and try to reach for him. But it would have made for a good live if I fell in that water. But man. But I did catch one. I don't know if y'all was able to see. Was y'all able to see it when the way I was trying to face the camera and do what I was doing at the same time? Oh, the sun is in my eye. Sweat. Yeah, he was big. Yeah, I know. But he was big. Jay, when I say that sucker, Joyce, when I say that sucker was big, I mean, I could see the whole body, but he was big. I tried to lift him out that water, but it was not happening. But I did get one while I was on the live. Just didn't get a chance to land him, but it's cool. See, if he would have been on the other fishing rod, I wouldn't have had to worry about it. If I would have been on this one, I wouldn't have to worry about it, because the line on here is heavier gauge test. But that line, he wore me out. Whew. Man, my shoulder is hot. My shoulder right now is on fire. But that's what's up though. Even though I didn't get to land him, I'm still happy. I'm still happy because it didn't I didn't get to land him. That's cool. But he worked on my shoulder. He was easily about 3 feet in length, but he was fat. And he might have been more than 3 feet, but he was fat. Man. Yeah, he did. That's what's up, though. At least I did get to catch one on my line. Whew. And that was a big one. That was a big one. Elizabeth, I'm coming to join you, honey. This is a big one. Biggest cat ever. Yeah. And guess what, y'all? It happened before my 2 hours, though. Because I just hit 2 hours. Even though I didn't get it on the land, I did catch him. I pulled him out of the water. I just couldn't lift him over that gate. He was just too heavy. That's when you seen the line just snap in half. But I did get him out of the water, but before I could get him on the land, he was just too big. He was way too big. Whew, man. Wore me out. But that was fun. That was fun. That was a whole lot of fun. It was all worth it. Just that fight right there with that fish was all worth it. That was a blessing right there. That excitement I got right there was all worth it. It was worth the drive, the bait I lost, the hooks I lost, the snags I got. All of that was worth it just to have that moment. Just to have that moment. That was a blessing, man. Yeah, we got another ship tanker coming through here. There's a lot of stuff on this one. This, like I said, this is like a corridor for a lot of shipping and stuff. I don't know, that joint look like it's about to hit that bridge. I mean, from here it do, but it ain't going to. It ain't high enough. But yeah, there's a big tanker coming through. I like to show y'all the tankers when they come through, and I'm gonna get ready to get off the live, but let me show y'all the tanker. All the shipping goods. Yeah. Whew, man. Joyce, how you doing? God bless you. God bless you. Man. Whew, that took a lot out of me. I'm alright though, it just took a lot out of me. Because it was weighing on my shoulder. That's what's up though, that was fun. I'm sweating like a dog from it. But that was so much fun. It was all worth it. God is good. But anyway, I'm getting ready to get up out of here. And like I always say, you don't have Jesus Christ in your life, make sure you get him. Make sure you have a relationship with God. Out of any and everything that we say and do, that matters most. That matters most. Thank God for y'all hanging out with me. Wish I could have poured it on the land so y'all get a better view of it. But it's all good. It wasn't meant to be. But it was exciting to watch. It was a blessing for it to happen. Until next time, y'all have a blessed, wonderful day. I'm out of here. Peace.